Good. Vanguard K9. I'm Grandmaster Von DeMuff, sharing some of the informational understanding on how to shape behaviors with your new puppies. So let's get right into it. Young man asked me, he says, Grandmaster, I watched your video a couple of days ago and I want to understand how to get my dog to be able to find things like that. Now, I'm gonna tell you the basic basis, in short order. But not, it's gonna make sense to you eventually at the end of your journey when you're training your dogs. Now, he wanna know, how did I take these keys and while the dog was gone out and about, and I just threw him deep into the woods. Now, I do that all the time with clients who walk on the trail with me, and I just throw the keys out there. I don't have to tell my dog what I'm looking for now. He's tracking that human scent. From this point, anything out there that I've touched, human scent that he could touch, or things that he's used to, what being able to pick up, that he call his personal items, if you get what I'm saying. The ball, the money, the weed, sticks. Sticks may change, and pipes. He knows his toys, but he also knows human odor, the human scent. And he says to himself, a human has touched this out here. And this could be exactly what he's looking for. So he's going to bring back some things. Sometimes he can bring back some things that I didn't send him out there to get. It wasn't that, but, he brought back some things that was that. It was that of what he has been trained to do. So how do you do this? At a very young age, I take my puppies and I begin to play search games. And those search games are a foundation of ball game. Stick game. Whether it's a ball, a stick. I don't have one around here, one of these tug toys. So imagine you have your little puppy, and every day, and you take your puppy out of the cage, you let him use the bathroom to relieve him or herself, and then you got a ball on a string or a little tug toy. You got on a little hanger, a little hook, a hand grab, something that you can play tug with or create drive. And every day on the porch, I roll that ball, hold a little dog's harness. I like to put a harness on my puppies. I don't like to have a string around my dog's neck or a rope around my dog's neck. I don't like a collar, a flat collar with a holding him on a line, pulling him back, choking him, messing with his esophagus, obstructing his breathing, short mental, just those things that stop him mentally. I want to hold him on a harness that's on his back, it's on him properly. And I might want to hold that string and hold that ball hold the end of that string on that ball, or a string on the end of that tug, those little tugs I make. And I want to wiggle it in front of him, and I'll throw it in front of him on the porch. And he seems excited right at the highest of his drive, I let him go get it. Now I play that game. Every time I want to play a game with my pup, that's one of the foundational games we play. I'm not putting a trigger word on it. I'm just rolling that ball in front of my dog, holding his collar, and holding his harness, and I'm talking to him. You want to get that ball? And in his mind, that might be a trigger, because I'm saying that. But he's getting hyped because he knows that that ball is something he or she is allowed to run over there and pick up. Now, we've played that game just let's say every day on the porch for months, a few months, could be just weeks. But now we play that same game in the front yard. I'm holding the harness. You want to get that ball? You want to get that tub? Now I love to take those Senate balls that I sell, and I put a bill in it, and maybe his a favorite treat inside of it too, or some type of odor like weed, marijuana, with $1 in it and that favorite treat. So I got 3 odors in this ball at one time. The dog can differential the difference in those odors. Trust me. You know, they're not all compiled as one. And when I roll that ball out in the yard, the grass begins to grow. He might run over there and see it a little bit in the grass. Well, that's the basis. I'm building him up. Now I might take that same game and play it over in higher brush at the edge of the yard. Okay, now I'm going to play that same game at the park. I'm going to play that same game in the bathroom at the park. I'm going to play that same game everywhere we go. Now, as time progresses, I'm going to take this puppy out in the woods. And when the puppy over there looking around, I may take his favorite toy's favorite ball and toss it just a little bit ahead of us, because I know we're going to go that way. And while he's looking this way, I stand there and I pivot. And I let the puppy just do what he's doing, letting a little time go by, letting the odors dispel from the ball or the odor of the ball itself dispel into the air. And we're going to walk past the dog. I'm not going to encourage him. I'm going to start figuring out, can he recognize odors of something that he plays a game with all the time on his own? If he doesn't recognize it, I might just keep walking. We'll come back to it later. It's settled for a while and now the odor's everywhere. Hopefully, I'm saying in my mind. So when we come back by 5, 10, 15 minutes later, I'm gonna let him walk and hopefully he'll veer off in the area where that ball was and he smelled it. As soon as he finds it, I'm gonna make the biggest fuss you ever heard in the world. Now you all watch my videos and you know what that is. Good boy! Yes. As soon as he find it. And I'm going to grab that harness and I'm going to tug and I'm going to keep tugging. I'm going to, oh, you can find that. You can find it, back and forth. Oh, you can find it. You can find it. You can find that. And I'm going to throw it a little bit ahead of him. Yes, good boy. And I'm going to make a big fuss. And I got my little fanny pack on my waist, as I usually tell you guys. I always go prepared. You got to prepare yourself. I'm going to pull out some dog treats and it's going to be a jackpot in my hand. I'm going to let him eat that. I'm going to hide that ball inside that fanny pack with the food odors or whatever, and I'm going to put it in my pocket. And I'm going to play those games, those kind of games, all the time, every day, throughout the dog's life. Now, so when you take a seasoned dog that's 3 year old, and we're out here in the woods, and I just point without saying anything, it's the same thing as if you and I are standing here and I have the dog on a harness and I throw the ball out. Look, I throw the ball out and I'm holding my hand and he look, you gonna get that ball? You gonna get that ball? And I let him loose. So that dog knows when I point, he needs to run in that direction. When I come, I can just stand there and dang near half point or don't point now at this point. He already knows that, hey, man, when he pivot here and he faces this direction, I'm going to check it because there is a jackpot waiting for me. That's exactly what the dog's saying in his mind. There is some jackpot waiting for me, and I can't wait to find it. All I got to go over here and is reach into my memory bank and find something great. So the foundation of my search games, and this is not tracking, the foundation of my search game, tracking, not check it. My check it foundational game is this is a wall, and I come up here, and this is his favorite toy, and I sit it up here where he ain't looking, and I come over here, I say, check this, check it, put my hand there, and at the beginning I might drop a piece of food, check it, put my hand there, and he go up there and touch, and a piece of treat there. I say, check it. Over here, he go, there's a piece of treat there. I go over here, I say, check it, and he's over there, oh, that's my favorite ball, oh yeah, good boy. So that's foundation of that. But that foundation of that search game is the ball game, the tug toy game. We might walk in the woods and I got all this, favorite little treats and toys somewhere tucked in my jacket or in my pocket. He don't know that. We might be walking this way and he running ahead of me and he don't see it. I toss his little tug toy over to the side of the bushes over there on the side. We keep on walking. I know we coming back this way. When we come back, I said, what you smell, boy? You found something? Something out there, boy? Huh? It's out there? Oh, I say that same thing. Yeah, when he said that, it's almost positive. There's a jackpot waiting for me. He smelled his favorite toy. Those tug toys that I make sometimes my tug toys, I have a Velcro patch on them so I can put things inside of them. All of my training equipment, training gear, I make them specifically for the needs in which I'm going to shape the behavior for on a dog. So my tug toys, I'm able to open the side of them and stick a treat inside to get a dog to picking it up at first. So your dog might see it, lose. Some dogs don't have, I'm not my dogs, but some dogs may not have the drive. Once they get bored with a toy, or you done made it boring, and it's not boring because some owners leave toys with them. They don't have enough drive, or it don't seem exciting. And the dog's getting hungry, and I hadn't fed that dog that morning, from the following day, and we're gonna go for a walk, and I'm gonna use his treats for shaping behavior. I may take, before he get anything from me, I might have a piece of hot dog or a slice of sausage or 3 or 4 tucked inside of the Senate ball. I don't push it in there or inside the tug toy. And when he sees that tug toy, I put it to his nose and I'm holding the harness again and I drop it. And I say, pick it up. And I let him loose. He grab it and pick it up. Now he smell that toy. He don't want to let loose that. Oh, it's my food in there. I'm going to fight for it. Then all of a sudden, a jackpot come to his nose. It's in my hand. I got a piece of, put it in, good boy. While he holding on it, biting on it. Good boy. You got it. He loose that, open that. Yes. And kick the toy out of the way and put it in my pocket. Now I built a new game and drive for that new toy because now he thinks that new toy is filled with these rewards. And I just don't leave that toy with him anymore. Or he can't hold that toy for a long time, long periods. Just real quick, short, and fight, put something to his nose, or trick him by rolling a ball out, and that goes away. And as soon as he roll that ball out, he get ready to come out, and the hand comes over to his nose with a treat. Good boy. Now that ball, I grab it. So I'm tricking the dog. There's no set repetition or synchronization in which I'm going to use in order to get my items from him or her so that I can obtain them again and keep his awareness and his sense of wanting to play the game. It all opens up. He's ready. He's loaded, because this is more exciting than anything out here while we on the walk. There ain't nothing in these woods. Ain't nothing to chase. I smell all these new odors, and I get exposed to rocks and water and different things that has different odors from these organic smells, but they're not as rewarding as the stimulation of a ball moving or a tug moving, tug of war, up and down, jump over something to get it. Bam, jackpot food in it. Favorite toy, favorite treat, favorite food. Oh my God. Daddy saying, good boy, rubbing me and making a big fuss. Jesus Christ, do you see it? Man, I just gave y'all one of the biggest games of finding items like his favorite key or balls or picking up any kind of item when you're out here with your dogs trying to shape behaviors on the trail. I got a few people in here today. I want to say that's Wee Bay Gray. Did I say that right? Wee Bay Gray. Wee Bay Bay. Bay Bay Bay. What's good? What's good with you, Wee Bay Gray? Thank you for seeing my insight as great information. I'm glad I was able to help you. I appreciate you guys want to support me with the Cash App and all of these Zales and any other way. Yeah, Mr. or Mrs. Weebay Gray, it appears you have a working dog yourself, and you take that dog. You want to make your games very interesting. I like to go on nature trails because there's no cars like in neighborhoods that can run over the dog when I want the dog to run free and chase something to stimulate the drive. You know, there's no danger there anymore. There's no free roaming animals, dogs, cats, and things, squirrels and things like that. Normally not, they already ran away from us in the wilderness. Those dogs and animals in high survival, so they're gonna disappear when they hear us coming. So when you're out in the wilderness on nature trails, you only gonna see sometime people or other dogs, and you can see them at a distance, and you'll be able to call your animal back and restrain them from being able to have contact with other animals that are out there or people, so that nothing happens, your animal doesn't harm them or just set you back in training for what the person may do that you're not ready for or you don't want to happen. So you really have this like big training field, this big training world, out there in the wilderness, because you can take a ball while you're holding the dog harness, and or a tug toy, and especially those flat tug toys, the way you can do it, and you can hold the dog and throw it over top of a pile of wood, and the dog will run and jump across that pile of wood and will start searching when he get to the wood for the tug toy. And then you can go further down in the woods, and here you are, and you got a little bit of water or something, you can throw it across that, and then all of a sudden the dog running through the water. Well, that's building the dog up for later on when you go to a beach or a pond. You got all kind of stuff that you can mentally prepare your dog for the real world experiences out here in these woods. I mean, I go in these nature trails. There's just so much out there I can utilize to build my dog up to where when he's faced with it in the real world, it's nothing, from jumping over logs, jumping over picket fences, or sometimes they're chain gated sections, small, tall. As the dog progress in the training and age and size and ability, then I start trying other things that's out there. But it's the best place to get the attention of a dog. I won't say the park doesn't help you, but normally in the park you got kids running around wild, with some families out there with their children enjoying it. You got people just out there with their dogs. Just so many distractions. The cars out there on the streets, and if the dog don't obey you and go that different direction, then you're in trouble. But it seems like once you go into the wilderness, I don't care what dog you have, the average dog saying to himself, man, it's lonely out here. I am not finna run away from my master. Oh my God, I promise you, if you just want to practice recalls, I would get a fanny pack or any kind of like BDU pair of pants, but I like it high so my dog can't try to just take what he want, especially when they have that hunger desire, or a jacket with an inner pocket. And I got my food, and I tell my dog, I let the dog run off a little bit, and as soon as he get to where I know he's getting distracted, here. And when he comes, as soon as he come back, I got the food already in my hand. I don't pull it out when the dog get there. I already have it in my hand. As soon as he get it, and I'm holding it like in my hand, here. And as soon as he come, I start backing up. Yes, good boy, jackpot. And then I say, okay, you're done. I tell him that there ain't no more. Don't look on me. Don't search on me. Don't try to take nothing from me. And then the dog, y'all start walking. 3 minutes more, I'll be like, look at him going over in the bushes. Just as soon as he started acting like he or she started acting like something more interesting over there, over here. Yes, good boy. Now, what you're also getting just from that is a dog that begins to say, wait a minute, I like searching. I like all these new odors out here in the woods. I like a little freedom, but it ain't nothing like staying next to master. Cause boy, master gonna pull out these toys, these treats, and the favorite food. You know, might be mixed in there. I don't know. He got a hot dog in there. He got a little sausage in there. He got a different kind of kibble in there. He might have Taste of the Wild in there. He might have some pedigree in there. He might have some blue buffalo in there. He might have some what that purple dog food is, dime in there. He might have some Tractor Supply got it for one or for health, or for health might be in there. When my treat bag for my dog is, I don't always just try to go to the store and buy treats. I might buy little small bags of different little dog food, and I mix them in a little drum, and I take scoops and put in these little big giant Ziplocs, and that's what I train with. You can train a dog. You can make a dog treats. It can be anything. People think a dog don't know that ain't no treat. You think your dog know Bill Jack is a treat? He think this is a treat. Whatever you make is a treat is a treat. Whatever treat you make is a favorite treat is a favorite treat, because that's all he know. That's all he or she knows. Whatever toy, if you don't like this toy, who cares? Take those other toys away, and now you playing with that other thing on the string every day, and he act like he don't want it after a while, and he gonna be like, man, I want to play this with that. He got food in there. He got this in there. This come with that. This come with that. Man, that's a favorite toy. Now we play with that toy for a while. The other toys don't come out till a couple of weeks later. So those are some things that you can do with your dog. We sell those tug toys. We make them all the time here. People believe that because I show it once, that was the time I had it, and I don't have it anymore. I always have bite sleeves, leg sleeves, tug toys, scented balls, and boxes of treats that we sell for shaping behaviors with your good dog, making him or her even better. This is a part of the show where I want you guys to make sure that you share my videos, support this channel, and you can support this channel as I've stated on every video. And this is that time that I must tell you again today. You can go to my channel, yes sir, and become a Patreon. You can also Cash App us at $ULYSEEMUFFJR. That's Ulysses Muff Jr. If you follow me, then you know my name. If you don't know my name, it is ULYSEE. That's $ULYSEEMUFF Jr. I am Junior. Or you can Cash Out, you can Zelle us, or you can Apple Pay us at 904 904-450-3339. That's 904-450-3339. Again, I appreciate everyone who always comes to the videos and support us, support the channel, and keep in the movement going. And until the next video, you guys keep training. And if you don't get a good dog from Vanguard, be sure to find a great dog with other great trainers and other breeders that are out here living the lifestyle and producing great dogs, waiting for you to come and purchase and make your new best friend. We do have litters of puppies that are on the way, so remember to call and get on the waiting list. Puppies start at $2,500, and those deposits vary from $1,200 to $1,500. That'll get you on the list, and that gets you in sync for your new best friend getting ready to come to your house, and we're putting time into those animals. If you need that protection gear, training equipment, again, pick up the same number, 904-450-3339. I appreciate you guys, and